or Bboy Benzel, Bboy DJ Benzel, Benzel Media. Yeah, my Bboy initials. That's what I was supposed to give. But other than that, yeah, just it's just me, Vince. Anyways, I just want to update. I do have a home now. I was homeless for a little bit, and also I wasn't really feeling like uploading anything in this channel so far. So, if you're seeing this through my Instagram, then hello, welcome. This is my channel where I'm supposed to do like coming back to doing b-boy commentaries, but I've been busy doing the Let's Read since most of my subscribers and followers are actually over there. But over here, this is kind of like connected to like my Instagram, and to here my other Instagram involves me, which is my dance Instagram, which has like all things b-boy content and also practice footages that I put out. So yeah, this is just something for me to put out. But also, one of the things that I did in the past was predictions. It's something that I used to do a while ago, and I'm back here again, actually doing my predictions another time, seeing if I can actually get the hang of this. But also, that it's been a while since I ever done any kind of predictions, but I decided to do one for this upcoming world final BC1 in Poland, which is which is actually tomorrow. So I kind of have to upload this right away before it gets to tomorrow. But yeah, let's just see my predictions and also give you my insight of who these B-boys and B-girls are. Got to give one for the B-boys and also for the B-girls in terms of giving my predictions and who I feel like might win. I'm giving two predictions of who wins for each bracket, for the B-girl and the B-boys bracket. So this is just going to be how I see who's going to win, who I feel like is capable of winning. Not that I'm making any bets or anything like that, but it's something for me to just to see my experience due to the amounts of b-boy footages that I've been watching for over the years of b-boy battles, events, and different chains of that, and seeing breaking grow as a whole and how things are just elevating. It's pretty it's pretty amazing seeing how like news outlets are going in and out through these b-boy battles was also cool to watch, but also seeing like other people talking about BC1 and also how it's still just one of the biggest, of course, and still one of the most anticipated prestigious breaking events, basically the FIFA or the World Cup of in the breaking culture, even though the World Cup and all that's supposed to be of the Olympics. But this is something that is somewhat like more attention of the community, and also one of the most highest, especially how they BC1 gets millions of views in their battles. So that's just what I see through the future of how BC1 has been growing. And it's also one of the first ever battles I ever seen, the first ever like BC1 I saw, which is the first ever b-boy battle in history, was BC1 2005. Still one of my favorites, still inspirational whenever I look back to it, and seeing how it came from that era to here. It's crazy how just this is slowly growing and continue to grow as as the years move on within breaking. So here it is. Here's just my take. We're gonna start from the top to the down, and I don't know. I'm just not really the most best of, but then again, there really is no any other analysis, no other people in the b-boy space that is doing analysis like this. Like, oh, let me tell you who this is gonna win. Sure, there's analysis like in basketball and baseball and whatever, but in breaking and the sport and art form, really isn't. There really isn't no like nobody actually giving predictions or making videos like this. At least not much to my knowledge. It's just that if it is, then it's probably a very, very small, kind of like what you're seeing here. Very small, and the only thing that would actually get this attention is if I actually just show in my story time in my Instagram, which it is what it is. But yeah, it's just not really out there. I mean, I know that there used to be a bunch of interviews and podcasts for breaking. Out of nowhere, they just disappeared. I don't know what just happened, but there used to be some podcasts. I remember the Crossroads was a thing that disappeared. I don't know when Nico's gonna restart that. And also in the Cipher, yeah, that disappeared as well. Like that, pretty much. I haven't seen any, nobody doing really podcasts or anything. I don't know who is gonna do like a b-boy podcast. I feel like any b-boy or b-girl, if you ask them for an interview, anything anything helps pretty much, and I guess that's the way I look at it. I don't know. What I did see is like the BC one continental battle, which was dope. That was sick. From Team Americas. Which is literally the whole entire continent of the Western Hemisphere, going up against Europe and also going up against Asia, like Team Eight. Like, don't they realize how big these countries? Like, are you serious? Like, literally the whole amount. It's not even enough. Okay, we're talking about like billions of population, yet they only have like a few to actually within the battle. I mean, I know tons of b-boys in South Korea and like places like Peru and also in India, like in these other places, but it's just like, yeah, it just happens to be continent versus continent. It's obviously called the continental battle, but would that count like Americas? Like, you have North America and South America, doesn't that cut off to like continents? And also you have Asia. You have no idea how big that continental space is. Sorry, I'm flexing my geography, but you know I saw the continental battle. That was dope. And also I saw the predictions of the other b-boys that were giving it, like when Ronnie was hosting and he was talking to like B-Girl Roxy and also Cross One and Wicked, talking about who's gonna win, who's gonna in battle, stuff like that. They did a good job. I can't really imagine how nervous they must be. I would be actually stuttering the whole time. I mean, they did well, especially with Kastet. I don't really see her talk ever, and then she nailed it when she was talking. Pretty much, who knows? She might actually get a second win. Anyways, let's move on to this. Pretty much this is just audio based kind of thing. Feel free to do whatever, because usually I just basically just talk. As I'm really recording this and just giving my insight. That's what I do nowadays with terms of b-boy content. I just talk about battles that I've seen, my reviews of it. That's it. Nothing fancy. Anyways, I saw the Last Chance Cypher, and that was sick. Okay, from Lee to Jester to Johnny Fox to like just the rest of the Master Battles. And I heard there was another one that I saw from Uzi Rock's story time, that there was a battle, like crew battles that I want to see. It looks like a 4v4 in a way. And yeah, just a lot of stuff. I don't know. But other than that, the battles, the ones that I feel like who's going to win, we're going side by side here. You got, the right and the left side of my prediction. So, and who's going to be in like the, finals, which would be a double up for me. I'm not winning any money through this. It's just fun. So, Tofik versus Gun. I mean, I noticed that there's like two Dutch b-boys in this one, Tofik and Lee. But yeah, Gun and Tofik, b-boy Gun is savage. He's a tough one to actually go up against. And Tofik is morely like a very tough powerhead. He's hard as steel. No matter how you diss him, he just won't be phased in any way. Even though he might clap back, which I hope he does against Gun. So that's going to be something that I might predict in that one sick battle. That's going to happen for real. And Gun is just like, overall killing it, especially with him and Chorito teaming up with Illusion of Exists. This flexible beast that is just too experienced and confident, especially how he's embracing with his own like style and everything. So flexible. And that's what he's like known for, at least in Siberia. That's what they're known for. But yeah, Gun versus Tofik, I feel like Gun might take it. Who knows? Supreme versus Wild Jerry. I never thought that Wild Jerry was going to be in this. I know Supreme is, repping Ruggeds, and also having to represent like different areas, not just like Denmark, as seen the flag there, but also like the Gambia and also of course the Netherlands. So just different areas, but also Denmark is where he's from. So yeah, Supreme, like I'm expecting some blow ups, some musicality going into this. While Jerry is like another beast as well. I haven't seen him at all in a big event for a while, but he's known to be like kind of like the complete like almost like the shredder, like the Tony Alva of like breaking in a way, the way I see it. Honestly, he's just that badass, and also how he's just like almost has the same kind of like confidence as like Logistx, if anybody remembers. But he's a tough one to actually get through. He's like loud and also has like signature moves that would definitely blow the crowd. I can picture his like hollow back 2000, which is crazy, but I don't know who's gonna win this. Okay, could be Supreme due to his confidence, but Wild Jerry is like crazy. That's all I have to say. Sack versus Lee. I saw Lee in the Last Chance Cypher. He was killing it. There was some highlights. This dude was just unbeatable. Especially how he's like, when seeing him in TikTok, he's also unbeatable as there as well. But yeah, Lee might take this, but Zach has to be very consistent. Has to bring his full game face on. Especially seeing him at the Urban Games in Spain. He was killing that as well. There's a lot of like urban events in like Spain that he has been competing, and he's overall very clean. So he has to keep that cleanness and flow. Very good at flow, but also for Lee as well. But Lee might take it. I feel like he's just that built. Sunny versus Amir. Sunny is, one of my favorite b-boys seen battling. I like his cockiness and also like his battle stance, as well as his moves and how he experiments and how very well, he adapts in battling as well, and how slick he is. Sunny Bond over there. And Amir is like an unknown cat. Like I've been seeing him for years, at least 2 years, I think, or maybe 3 years. I think in 2019, when he was making it into the scene, he blew up. He was unbeatable. He was overall an overkill. But Amir could take this. I feel like he's just so, like he's like the sense of his moves mixed with the musicality that he brings is out of this world. Like this dude's a tank, and Sunny has to come up with something to get through his mind to actually, knock him out mentally of just the moves that he has in order to actually get through Amir and not be phased by Amir's ability of balance and movements that he just brings to the table. Legat versus Bart. I like this battle. I feel like, Legat and Bart are somewhat friends. I think I saw them hanging out through their story times, I believe. But Bart is he's a powerhead. He's pretty much, his power is just like overall like a very tough, especially how he almost was at the finals in Mumbai in the BC1 in 2019. But Legat, he's been building up his moveset. Like there's a lot of weaponry inside of Legat, especially what he has to bring to the table. So Legat could bring it. Who knows? I could definitely see Legat trying to actually going in for the wins with no dust at all in his shoulders of just how he bows and how confident he is and how he's developing much more. I mean, he's such the personalities of him, and it's kind of crazy to see him from back then when I first saw Legat repping Portugal to now as he represents France, and he's slowly becoming just this overall like a build and unbeatable b-boy that is just like has an enormous collection of movesets. But yeah, we're just gonna wait and see about that because I feel like Legat might take it due to the versatility that he has. Bart might, sweep in to actually go for a couple moves, especially if he got it with the musicality with his power. I mean, I saw that in IBE, and that was crazy. Next is Flea Rock versus Tomas. So Tomas, I seen him around like Polski flavor with Clayhu mostly, and also see him at the Italy of BC1 Rome as well. He was over there at the World Finals. But Flea Rock, it's good to see Flea Rock back. I was shocked that he was actually going to battle here. I didn't realize he would come back to the BC1. They just randomly announced him. And like, oh, okay, I guess Flea Rock is back at it again. And this guy has been doing these battles. Like he's been breaking every day, doing like the 300 and something day challenge. And every day he has to dance I think every day a year. No rest. Not one rest. He eats and breathes breaking. Even has his own brand and everything. Has his own team that he selected for his b-boy brand. He's going to be a tough one to battle, especially when it comes to the essence of battling. Flea Rock is just up there. Like he's something else, and it's going to be crazy how he has to bring that real street flavor to this big stage. It's going to be some interesting to see how that adapts. Next is Phil Wizard versus Nori. Nori is, he's mostly known for the storytelling that he brings and also the battle tactics. I feel like I see a little bit like Babylon, a little bit of MZK when I ever see him go up against anyone to battle. He's very good with his storytelling and also just has this production of just essence of, dance and having fun within his moves. But also Phil Wizard. Phil Wizard, again, when it comes down, especially with Amir, Sunny, Tawfik, when it comes to moves, Phil Wizard is just a beast. I saw him at the finish to the illest or something. That break free pull out. Survival to the finish. Okay. and he was battling survival. He was going for like 20 rounds or something like that. Dude wasn't tired at all. He was still beast. He was going at it. When the moment that you're tired is when Phil Wizard is at his strongest peak. There's something about Phil Wizard. He's just like almost not human. I feel like he's just out of this world almost with his moves, and he deserves so much more, especially how he's so hungry and trained whenever I see him battle and stuff, and just the small kind of technical stuff that he does as well. So that's gonna be a hard one to judge. I am kind of curious to see about that one. And Shingekix versus Johnny Fox. Shingekix, well, of course, most know him as like the one that competed in the Youth Olympics, and also I believe like right now he's known for actually winning the last year. I was surprised that there was a BC1 last year. This is going to be the first BC1 with a crowd. It's going to be a full set of feelings for these different B-boys and B-girls. But Shingekix is a different one. Like, he's just, like, I keep saying that so many B-boys. Like, I like how each B-boy and each B-girl has their own style because they're just that different. It takes that originality to actually get to this level in this high maintenance of stage. But for Shingekix, like, a lot of times I've been seeing a lot of, other Japanese B-boys that has been taking my lead for. It used to be Shingekix for a while to see him, like, for my favorite. But he's got some, like, powerful, like, and also very steady energy that he can bring to the table. And that's what I want to say. I feel like for Shingekix versus Johnny Fox, due to Shingekix and just how the amount, especially how high level he is, he might win this. He take it, especially his experience with BC1. But Johnny Fox, it's good to see him like, just out of nowhere. I just noticed that this is also another one, Sack and Johnny Fox both being from Spain. And Johnny Fox was just another one that I didn't realize was going to be in this stage. It was like came out of nowhere almost. I saw him at the Urban Games. I saw him at these other Spain events, these extreme games that he was at, and also with the other events that Russia put out. And he's a beast. He's very strong. I like his shoulder like moves that he does when it comes to spinning or actually using his strength and ability, his upper body and stuff like that. He has that flavor. There's a lot that could go down in this whole battle. It depends on how the b-boys actually maintain themselves and how their like mindset is where it's at. Because that's the only thing I can see through how they're just gonna battle and how they really gotta go out there on stage and express themselves. Next, we got the B-girls. So, yeah, we got some top cats here that are just, they're just getting better and better. And I guess the level for B-girls, it's almost like they created their own foundation. They have found their own culture within the breaking space. So the first one here that I'm going to talk about, again, top to down, Logistx versus Yell. Now, I know Yell as, the Nike girl that actually even Nike had, and also has her own, like, K-pop band that she's part of. And Yell is a very strategic one, She's a battle cat, but she's strategic. She's going to be a top, contender, and definitely in the future, especially her, known presence in the Olympic stage as well. But for Logistx, dancing mixed her essence of dancing and her like mental space when it comes to battling itself, and just the how kindness she is as well. Logistx is one to almost actually be on top of the top. It's like a mixture of Kinjaz and Jabberwockies all mixed in one. Maybe because not saying because she's Filipino, but also like she's just like almost like the princess of B-girls in the U.S. Like the sense, like the essence of American breaking. It's almost like within Logistx of just how she expressed herself. She represents the streets that way, the way I see it. That's just my way of seeing it, honestly. And it's good to see her like, in the stage. And I really hope she wins. That would be also amazing, especially how she's the only American B-girl in this one. She will rep in the country big time, the amounts of opportunities, the amounts of like, especially how she's very, very well-rounded, especially in very high stages in from millions of people. Like she can definitely handle herself, especially despite her being young. She can handle herself way better than me, because I would definitely piss myself if I was like, in that big stage with millions watching me. I feel like, it depends on how I'm feeling, but, yeah, Logistx might take this, we're just gonna see that hollow back move that she brings to the table. That's gonna be, and also the mixture of dances that she's gonna also bring. Like, Red Bull loves that for sure, and the judges definitely looking for something that could represent that dance essence, musicality, and all this other stuff bringing to the table, all that good stuff. At Kastet versus Carito, I wouldn't be surprised if Kastet wins. I feel like she's just getting better and better due to her like strength, and also I believe Rice or one of the other hosts said something like, "How tall you are, you don't need to do much. You can actually make a huge presence within the small moves you have." So due to Kastet's height, especially how tall she is that she can definitely work that in her favor. Now, Kastet is definitely another one because there's this move that I seen from Kastet that definitely blew me away. It's this elbow spin, but she does it like almost like a twisty elbow, like something that I would do, but I would break my arms if I try to do that. And she does an elbow spin of it. It's kind of crazy. It's sick. But Carito to me is like almost the underdog, and she came from the break free battles, and now she's entering here in the BC1. That's like that's like big, and it's gonna be cool to see like what Carito brings. Like, she's not afraid to like damage her body. At least for me, the way I see it, that she does some painful moves that are just sick. That are just like something that she's like does so clean, like easily with no with such steez. But it's gonna be something because both of these B girls got steez. I don't know, Caston might take it. I feel like I'm just picturing it. But yeah, Sandrea versus Ayumi. Ayumi being the first ever B girl to compete inside the BC1, this probably might be a big deal. She might win because there was this huge thing in the breaking community, like, yep, if Ayumi's there, she's just gonna win everything, especially any B girl battle that she was in. She's just gotta take everything. Okay, that's just how it is. That's just how it goes down within Ayumi. She's that unbeatable. She's too, like, she wins too much. I can't expect any kind of other emotions. She barely like like ever tears up or kind of like just, I don't know. She usually smiles. She is a very like I really I love Ayumi. I remember meeting her at the Style Elements anniversary. That was dope to see her, and she's a very caring, but also you can feel this presence that she is very experienced in what she does, like especially in the battles. Like there's no way of beating Ayumi. I wouldn't be surprised if she wins. San Andrea has to come up with something, not just like the 1990 to Air Babies that she's known for, but she got to bring something real, something full flavor that she has to really bring to the table. Either some lucky musicality or some moves that no one has ever seen before, like moves that Sandrea has developed. But Ayumi is a different one. This is a tough one to beat, real tough one. Okay, Ayumi is on another level. Like, there's something about Japan in a whole nother level. Let's just be real. Okay. Anyways, Ram, first ever gold medalist, youth Olympian here. B-girl Ram from Japan versus Stephanie. I've been seeing Stephanie. I see her change a bit as she, gets older, as she's like, especially from Ukraine to the UK. Like, she is like overall my favorite to see in terms of like her powers and freezes and stuff like that. But also the same with Ram. So this is a confusing one for me. I'm not sure who's gonna take it, but with Ram, due to the fact that being from Japan, and also like she's just the first ever gold medalist, it wouldn't be surprising if she really walks out there with a win. But Stephanie could come up with something that, because I don't really see her a lot, so it's just something that it's going to be interesting for me to see, honestly. Ami versus Nadia. Nadia being a huge inspiration for many B girls out there, especially in Russia, and also Ami, first ever like BC1 B girl winner, I believe. Yeah, she was like won the BC1 in I forget what it was. Was it Holland? It was it's either Austria or Holland or somewhere in Europe. They always had like BC1s in Europe. I wish when they had the BC1 in Mumbai, it was memorable. It was like very memorable. The energy was high. But they had to come back to Europe because I guess that's easy for their budget or something. Okay, I see a Red Bull. But yeah, it also makes sense because especially how Europe is kind of very easy in their mandates, how they're just like very slow. Like, there's barely anyone wearing mask inside, especially in Poland, even in Eastern Europe. hardly anyone's wearing masks. You can go anywhere without one, okay? Here in California, well, we have to be restricted to wear masks. They're over there easy, like, pretty much don't even need to wear nothing at all. You don't need to actually clean up or anything or wear masks. But anyways, that's another discussion. But yeah, Ami versus Nadia. Nadia, very experienced. I don't really see her like, battle like or winning much more, but her confidence is really there. And also for Ami might be winning this in terms of like how she lands her power and how does she work out her footwork and stuff like that. That can all come to play. But Ami might win this. Who knows? At least for this one battle. But Nadia, like, I don't know, she can throw some surprises. There could be a lot of surprises. It all comes down, especially in BC1. That's one thing I love about the World Final BC1. Anything can happen. Anything, okay? Paulina versus Luma, finally. Polish, only the Polish girl in this one for some reason. But yeah, they could have had two, but instead they had like, one Polish BGirl's sane score for this one. So Pelina versus Luma. Luma is a very tough one as well. I seen her battle like who is it? Kate inside of one of the break feed battles, and she's a tough one. She's like really full built, and also good the way like she dominates the floor, and also how she really stands out, especially how strong she is. And Paulina, like I've been seeing her for years, especially it like ever since like the circle industry days, with those battles, and also UK champs. Back in UK champs, if anybody remembers, I've been seeing Paulina kill it. Her style, her mix, and how she fits well, especially within her looks. Like it's something that could bring some character in. That's what I like about most of these B-girls, is that character is something that plays a huge play in these battles, and that's what something that it could be interesting to see. But it all depends on how she really strikes for the kill within these. Like, there's a word I'm trying to think of. I'm not saying like strike for the kill, not literally killing, okay? Yeah, unless we're killing the beat. Like that's what I'm looking for. But it's like they're like the dynamics and the precision that they have. Like, I don't know, there's a word I'm trying to think, and I can't think of it at the moment, let me tell you. But City versus Fanny. Now, these are two B-girls that I have no idea who they are. I gotta be honest, I'm sorry. You think I know every B-boy and B-girl? I'm just one person. But it's like City representing Greece, and Fanny, I believe I saw her battling Champiana in the France Cypher. So I don't know. In all respect, like, I don't know who's going to win this one, honestly. So leave that to those that actually do know. But sorry, I don't know, okay? I think I did see her Fanny battle. She's dope. She reminds me of Dusk in a way, B-Boy does. Like, that's the thing. But not saying that they're the same style. But it's like, she's pretty dope. She won, like, she might win. And Mad Max and Bobby. Now, these are two B-girls I know. Mad Max is like very like one of the main, like, this to me, like Bobby versus Mad Max. I gotta say it, like, this is sort of like the battle of the tomboys, the short hairs that happens to be within this battle. Like Bobby, with her flexibility and something that has to be played in inspiration of Siberian b-boys in general, that she mixes in with it. And Mad Max being like a full like battle cat, and now she's like in the most highest standard that she is right now compared to like years ago, that she is developing to much more within not only her like move sets and also her dynamics and stuff that she's slowly developing, but it's like she still has that character within her that she can battle with. And she definitely like killed it at the last year BC1, but this year it could be something different. I don't know. I feel like I need to give my predictions before I go on a full ramble, which I've been doing this whole video, I guess. But for the B-boy brackets, for two of my favorites here, or not two, like two of the ones that I feel like are gonna win. I wish Nasty Ray was here. You would battle with them chancellors. Like, come on, what are you doing? Anyways, I gotta say, gosh, who do I feel like? I'm looking at the left side here of my screen. I gotta say, Lee, to me, is definitely a contender. But Phil Wizard could sweep everyone out the room. Okay, but then again, I'm cheering for Legat. Like, that's my guy. Like, I really want to cheer for Legat, okay? But I don't know. Phil Wizard in the left side could definitely take it, and if he wins, he might go up against for the right side. I really want Flea Rock to win. I want Flea Rock to win so bad. Oh my gosh, like you have no idea. Amir, Sunny, now those are top contenders, and we gotta talk about like Supreme and Shingekix. Don't get me started, but Flea Rock and Phil Wizard. Like definitely those. Okay, yeah, I'm choosing Team America is here. Team North America, but yeah, that's what I'm choosing for. Okay, like Phil Wizard is a different beast. He's too powerful. He's too much, and Flea Rock, due to his experience and how he's going at this, like the way he goes at any kind of practice or any kind of day that he battles, any day that he dances, like it's gonna be nothing but ease, you know. But still, I just know that I feel like either Amir might take it, either Lee might take it, but I want Flea Rock to take it. It's either gonna be Flea Rock or Field Wizard. Okay, Field Wizard for me when it comes to an obvious standard of actually his moveset and his experience of battling, but Flea Rock for me cheering because I just support the first class and also what he has done and also his opinions and within breaking. In I don't know, West Coast all day. That's the other thing, okay? Maybe that's what it is. But Flea Rock and Phil Wizard. For the B girls, I gotta choose. I don't know. Man, okay. For Logistx is definitely a one B girl that actually I am cheering for that I feel like could win. But then again, we got Kastet. We got as well as Ram and also Mad Max. They could actually come in and sweep in as well. But also in the Logistx side, she has to go up against Ayumi. Ayumi is a tough one. Ayumi versus Logistx. That's gonna be ending up going to a full-on tie. All right, that's gonna go on like a tiebreaker on tiebreaker. That's gonna be impossible for me to actually judge. Let me be honest. But it's either going to be a Yumi or Logistx, if I got to be honest. But I have to choose it from different sides. So to be fair, I feel like it's either Kastet or Logistx. That's what I'm going for. Either Kastet or Logistx. Then again, anything can happen. Anything. But those are my decisions. I'm Team USA, of course. Because, of course, Logistx, especially how developed she is and how she's been learning from the best, especially learned from Zeku and all the other main, her experience not only within breaking but in dancing and her energy and what she brings to the table. But it's so confusing because it's like almost like the ones I'm guessing could never come true. But then again, that's just my predictions of feeling like who might take it personally to me. But it's like Squid Game. One round, boom, you're done. That's what I tend to take from Squid Game. I just finished the series anyways. But yeah, that's what will be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, and all that goodness. And yeah, let me know what your predictions are. I'm out. Peace. Okay.